Hey everyone, this is Sean Nalawani from howtoburnfat.com with another fat loss video lesson. And in today's installment, I'm going to be talking about one of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to lose body fat and get into impressive shape. See, when most people embark on a fat loss program, they end up paying very little attention to this aspect of their approach, when in reality, it's one of the most important ways to ensure that you see the fastest results in the shortest time. I'm talking about the issue of progress tracking, objectively measuring your improvements in body composition from week to week. After all, if you don't have a concrete way to measure your overall changes in body fat, muscular mass, measurements, and overall appearance, how will you know for sure if your program is even working? Most people simply carry on with their routine each week in the hopes that they're on the right track. They step on the scale each day, glance in the mirror, and assume that this is enough information to determine how well their program is working. While this can often be enough to produce measurable progress over the long haul, if you want to achieve the most explosive results in the absolute shortest period of time, this is an obvious and costly error. Accurately tracking your progress will allow you to see if your program is being carried out as efficiently as it could be, and will help you to identify areas of your fat burning approach that could possibly be improved. While there are literally an endless number of different possible methods that could be used to track your progress, I would recommend that the majority of you out there make use of the 5 approaches I'm about to discuss. Progress tracking method number 1, changes in body weight. This is the most common method of fat loss progress tracking that is used, and while it should definitely be included in your box of tools, relying on it as the sole means of analyzing your results is an obvious mistake. The reason is simple. Tracking your overall body weight does not take into account your body composition, which is the ratio between your body fat mass and your lean body mass. And when it all comes down to it, improving your body composition is the ultimate goal of any effective fat loss program. Your goal is not merely to lose body weight, but rather to lose body fat while maintaining muscle. Doing so will keep your body's metabolic rate operating at peak levels and will produce the shapely and athletic appearance that the majority of you are probably striving for. So, that brings us to the most important factors of all. Progress tracking method number 2, changes in body fat percentage, and progress tracking method number 3, changes in lean body mass. Although these are technically 2 separate issues, they ultimately go hand in hand. While overall body weight is still an important factor, it is best used as one of the variables in accurately determining your changes in body fat percentage and your changes in lean body mass. Since your ultimate goal is to lose body fat while maintaining muscle, measuring your body fat percentage and lean body mass is easily the most telltale sign as to whether or not your program is taking you in the right direction. There are a ton of different methods that can be used to measure your body fat percentage, but for the majority of individuals, skin fold measurements are going to be the most practical and accurate procedure. Most of the body fat that you're concerned with losing is located directly underneath your skin, and by pinching and measuring the thickness on different sites of your body with a caliper, you can get a pretty reliable reading as to your overall body fat levels. Once you have determined your body fat percentage, you can then combine it with your overall body weight in order to determine your body's overall fat mass and lean body mass. Your fat mass refers to how many pounds of your body weight are derived from fat, and your lean body mass refers to any type of body weight that is not fat, such as muscle, bone, and water. The formula to calculate this is very simple. First, you multiply your overall body weight by your body fat percentage. This will give you your fat mass in pounds. And secondly, you subtract your fat mass from your overall body weight, and this will give you your lean body mass in pounds. Here's an example. Let's use an individual who weighs 200 pounds and has 16% body fat. As you can see, this individual has 32 pounds of fat mass and 168 pounds of lean body mass. This is definitely the most important method of progress tracking, as it will show you exactly how much body fat you're losing and how this is affecting your lean body mass from week to week. The underlying goal of your fat loss program is simple: lose as much body fat as possible while maintaining as much lean body mass as possible. If you only ever used your overall body weight as your gauge for measuring progress, which is what most people do, you'd never know if you were actually traveling in the right direction. For example, you might lose a bunch of muscle mass and only lose a very small amount of fat, yet the number on the scale would lead you to believe that you were experiencing impressive results. Or you might lose a reasonable amount of body fat while maintaining the majority of your lean body mass. The number on the scale would only decrease very slightly, when in reality, you'd be progressing in a highly positive fashion. The only way to truly know if your program is working is to measure how much body fat you're losing and how this is affecting your lean body mass. Progress tracking method number 4, body part measurements. If you're trying to lose body fat, then most likely you're also aiming to decrease your overall body size as well. In order to determine if your body shape is actually changing, you can use a basic measuring tape once per week to check on all of your major body parts. These are the body parts I would recommend measuring: your chest, waist, hips, upper arm, and thigh. If you want to get really detailed, you can also measure your forearm, calf, and neck, but these body parts will most likely not show any significant change in measurement from week to week. As an overall guideline, I'd stick with the 5 body parts listed. And finally, progress tracking method number 5, overall appearance. If you're like most individuals, then your ultimate bottom line goal in losing body fat is to change the way you look. For this reason, you should certainly use your changes in appearance as a gauge for your progress. There are 3 main ways I would recommend using this tool. The first is your appearance in the mirror. You're the one who's motivated to make this change, and you're the one who sees yourself every day. So the mirror is one useful tool in watching your physical progress. However, I would recommend that you be very cautious with this method, since our perception of our own body is often distorted from the way that others see it. For that reason, I would also highly recommend making use of before and after pictures. This is the best way to get an objective look at how your body is changing over a set period of time without your perceptual filters getting in the way. Try taking a picture of yourself once a week and then directly comparing the shots to see how your appearance is changing. And finally, you can use objective opinions from friends and family. Obviously, there's no set approach for using this method, but if you run into somebody that you haven't seen in a while and they ask if you've been working out, then you can be pretty certain you're on the right track. I would highly recommend making use of all 5 progress tracking methods I just talked about on a once per week basis, first thing in the morning before any meals or workout sessions. It's very important that you keep the same conditions each time you measure, as your activity level and diet can affect the readings quite significantly. If you haven't been tracking your progress up to this point, then I would strongly suggest getting started on it. If you don't have an objective way to measure your results each week, then you can never know for sure if your program is working as well as it could be. Leave the scale and mirror only approach to the casual people who aren't truly serious about changing their bodies, and start keeping detailed records of your progress if you really want to achieve an impressive, head-turning body as quickly as you possibly can. If you want to learn all of the step-by-step details behind structuring the most effective fat-burning approach possible, make sure to visit my personal website using the link in the description box. There you can sign up for my free online fat-burning email course, 6 Critical Keys to Rapid Fat Loss Revealed, where I go into detail on all kinds of highly effective fat-burning and muscle-building strategies that you can start incorporating into your program right away. You'll also have the chance to download my printable fat loss progress tracking booklets and access the first 2 chapters of my hugely popular 266-page ebook, The Truth About Burning Fat. Thanks for watching this video lesson, and make sure to click that link for more information.